What's up to Lion Talk Live? So we love you too, buddy.
What's going on, guys? It is Aiden Hutchinson.
What's up, man? It's your boy Amon-Ra St. Brown.
What's up, everybody? It's Calvin Johnson Jr. here, a.k.a. Megatron, a.k.a. First Ballot.
What's going on, Coach Dan at Lions Talk Live and the Duke Crew? This is Ball Hawk Ifeatu Melifonwu of the Detroit Lions. Everybody make sure you help support the YouTube channel Lions Talk Live by clicking that like and subscribe button. Let's get it and go Detroit.
Greetings and salutations to everyone out there in YouTube land. This is Dan Skipper, offensive weapon for the Detroit Lions. Make sure you all help support Lions Talk Live and Coach Dan by clicking on that like and subscribe button. Everybody, woo!
I love nothing more than watching Lions Talk Live every morning. Woo!
All right, greetings and salutations, everybody out there in YouTube land. I'm your host once again, Dan Thornton. I want to thank you for joining me in the middle of the day, Lions Talk Live. Hey, we got a little bit of news coming right out of the MCDC presser. Got done about 15 minutes ago. Unfortunately, I was on dad duty, had to get the kiddo from space camp and then get her over to McDonald's for lunch before getting home. So we're going to dive on into it. I'm going to go ahead and pull this up on the screen. And yeah, as you could already tell from the thumbnail, a lot of good news came out of this one. We want to get into that ASAP for you guys. So let's go ahead and well, let's see if I can pull it up here. All right, here we go. We're going to go to the Detroit Lions Twitter and tweeter, whatever you want to call it, and get right into it.
Gibbs, our plan is to get him going next week. All right, he's trending the right way, and we're hoping day after the Pittsburgh game, I think we're going to get a lot of guys back. I mean, we're shooting to get, like, Skipper's going to be down with this ankle, all right, this week, but he's been going all through camp. So, but we're shooting for Skip, we're shooting for Zeitler, Laporta, Gibbs, Rodrigo, and I think we may start Reeder up too. Just start working him in individuals. So we're about to get a whole group of guys back, hopefully Sunday, and then they'll get next week's practice before we.
All right, so I'm not going to play too much of the clip. I don't want YouTube to come down on me and drop any kind of hammer on me, but what you get out of that, I think the big one is DJ Reeder getting pushed back into being worth the team, working with stuff. Gibbs, he goes on to talk about MCDC, goes on to talk about, hey, they're going to bring him back next week, get him going with stuff, and he does close the bit about the injured players by talking a ton about he thinks everybody's going to be good to go by the time we get onto the field against the Los Angeles Rams. I think that's good news. He goes into also talking about Terrion Arnold. He's going to have him get one practice in before everybody gets a little bit of a break after the Pittsburgh game. So nothing this week, but get into it next week. The fact he mentions is Sam Laporta also getting back into practice is a positive, I would say, for all the Detroit Lions and their fans. There have been a lot of speculation about, what's going on with Laporta. Is he going to be good to go? Is he going to be ready for the opener? It sounds like yes, indeed it is. And we've been speculating, for some time on the channel that the fact that we haven't had a lot of updates, one way or the other, good or bad, on Laporta was probably a positive for everybody involved, including Laporta himself. So I think you could also talk about the fact that MCDC goes on to talk about Hendon Hooker, that their original plan was to start him last week against sorry, here I'm turning down another news source here, but this is for stocks and stuff. So the plan was to start him against Kansas City, but because of the concussion, the fact he got limited reps, that they didn't want to overburden him too much. So he does go on to mention he does have the hope or the plan to get Hendon Hooker a lot of reps this week and potentially a lot of the playing time for this upcoming game against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So good news across the board. If you're a fan of the Detroit Lions, a fan of them getting healthy, he does go on, as you can see with the piece, talking about everybody. Rakestraw is probably going to be out a little bit this week, but he fully anticipates both him, Arnold, Zeitler, everybody you could mention to be full go for the Los Angeles Rams week one. So as we've been speculating on the morning show, I don't anticipate there'll be a lot of guys out there doing much, at least guys that matter in the regular season, or in the preseason finale against the Pittsburgh Steelers. So it's going to be basically everybody fighting for those final roster spots. MCDC is asked, I believe it was by Justin Rogers, how many spots are still available. DC did say that he thought it was about 5 or 6 spots, so a lot of stuff for them to play for. All right, I'll go ahead and get out of here. Let you guys get back to your day. If you haven't yet subscribed, please consider doing so. Also, hit that thumbs up button. Good news, if you ask me, in regards to the Detroit Lions. Take care. We'll see you on the next Lions Talk Live.